Hello guys, and welcome to this new video of the series how to play with or against an isolated pawn. In this video we'll watch a game that was played between Vladislav Tkachiev, which is the former European champion, and d4 Istratescu, which is a very strong grandmaster. This game was played during the French Championship in Po in 2012, and let's watch the game from the very beginning and go to the positions that interest us. So Istratescu decided to accept the Queen's Gambit, and in this opening there are a lot of variation where the isolated pawn occurs on d4. So let's move the pieces till the moment we want. Bishop g5 is logical, castle, rook e1, b5. So this is the position that we'll talk about. So white here can play the d4-d5 breakthrough because they have more pieces spreading d5 than black. And let's see what happens if they do that. So d5, knight take, bishop take, pawn take, queen takes, knight takes, bishop g5, knight g5. All of that is more or less forced. We could change a move or two, but let's see the most logical way to play for both player, which would occur to this endgame. And this endgame is drawn because even if white has an advantage because of the activity of his rook, the rook and the bishop couple is a bit better for black, and nobody has really an advantage. So this is going to be a draw. There was a game played, and in fact after d5 all the fifth game played ended by a draw, because any other move for white or for white to deviate from this would not give an advantage. And the reason why is that here, when you play d5, you are not really to keep your activity. There are too many ways to force exchanges for black, and that's why here Vladislav Tkachiev repeated a move just played once before by Aronian, which is h4. And the idea of his move is really deep and simple at the same time. The idea is to defend the bishop on g5, in order that when you will play the breakthrough d5, you will be able to retake the bishop with the knight and be protected by the pawn, and it changes everything in those variations. So here in the game, Aronian Ivanchuk constructed by h6 and could eventually hold the draw. But Istratescu didn't feel the danger and played just the logical bishop b7, which was met by d5, and you will see here the difference now. Knight take, and now we can take with the knight, because when you take on g5, white is going to retake with the knight and attack the bishop, and the queen can't retake, of course, on g5 because the pawn protects it. So pawn takes d5, bishop takes d5. So now you see white has a lot of activity. This knight is pinned, this pawn on f7 is under pressure, and all the pieces are ready to jump, especially this knight to g5. So bishop f6, trying to move the bishop away because the bishop was attacked. Rook c1, attacking the knight on c6. Rook c8 defending. Now bishop takes, queen takes, and knight g5. So here you can see now this pawn on f7 is really weak because it's attacked by the knight and the bishop. This knight is more or less pinned. It could only go to a5 or d8. And black really hardly play. If you would play a move like h6, you would just lose after knight e4, attacking the queen. So the queen moves, for example, on f4, and now knight d6. Making the fork, and if the queen retakes, then bishop f7, and you win back the queen for white. And if you would not if you just parade your bishop, it would be met like a knight take, rook takes, and bishop c6. So you cannot play a move like h6 because of this threat. and Istratescu decided to play bishop a8 to avoid the pin from d6. Here Mr. Tkachiev played rook c3, preparing the rook to come to f3 in order to put even more pressure on f7, g6, and now the fireworks start. Knight f7, knight d4 to take control of the f3 square and attack the bishop. Rook c8, all of that is forced. Rook c8, knight d6 check, bishop d5, knight c8, winning the exchange, bishop b8, b7, and rook e8 check. And here the next move will be rook e7 and rook take b7. So Istratescu did resign here, and Mr. Tkachiev did win this game pretty easily in 24 moves. And what I wanted to show you in this game is that the move d4-d5 is of course the main threat of the position, but you should really be prepared, because if your pieces are not really prepared, you have risks to have everything just exchange on d5, and the position goes to a drawn endgame. So sometimes you need, even if you can play d5, to prepare it in order to have your pieces ready. And as you saw in this game, when your pieces are all ready for that, you might just get a very easy win at the end. So thank you for watching, and wait for new videos coming on this same topic. Goodbye.